Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel over here on Nightlords. Destroy Ninja here. Okay, so we've unlocked all these expedition stages, so I'm not sure what people say about the longevity and replayability of this game. I read a review on it, it got a 3.5 star. I don't think they unlocked the extra stages, guys. So I'm here today because we smashed through the game last night. We did an amazing job. We finally worked out how to beat this really nasty hard boss at the end of chapter 1, guys. So you've got all these little mini fights. You're eventually preparing for a big fight in the middle of the circle. You beat that. Okay, you beat that, you go to the shelter, alright, and then you end up in here on day 3, okay, so you've got to like win 3 big circles, then you go into the shelter, then this battle becomes a big thing. So Gladius, the Beast of the Night, has a ton of health. As you can see, we're all wailing on it, giving it everything we've got. Okay, this run we went with 2 archers, so 2 of the Iron Eyes and 1 of the massive berserker shielded tank guys. So AK's the shielded tank and I'm the archer. That was sort of our strategy going into it. I'm going to sit back, snipe them, get a big crossbow to deal heavy damage if I can. If not, I'm going to use my sharpshooter bow to try and stay alive. So I notice out here, I probably wouldn't recommend using like the slower shooting bow and arrows. Whenever you try and get a charge, it's like he senses it and just tunnels you and smashes you for it. I tell you, every time I go to charge up a big one on him, he's on me like it, you know what I mean? So I started adapting to that and putting in just the R1 button on my control pad. It's basically light attack on the bow and arrow. So I'm bow and arrowing him, putting as many arrows as I can into him. Look at his health, he's a monster. So at the moment, trying to dodge as well is another one. I actually went and spec'd into a little bit of extra dodging. So I think I get a little bit of invulnerability when I dodge. Okay, as you see, I also spent 25,000 on getting the potion from the store before this battle starts to make sure if I really need it, I can press up on the D-pad there and activate that little flask, which allows me to actually turn any damage I take straight into health points. So at the moment, you see they're starting to get me a bit low. I'm sipping their health, okay? That's my other tip going into this boss, would be to go in the 3 days leading up to this big battle, get as many churches as you can done. So go and get as many of the health point flasks as you can. At the moment, you see I've still got 4. I think I've already taken 2, so I have at least 6. I think I could get even more than that. I think each day there's like a new church that reappears. It just basically shuffles around its position on the map, meaning you need to find it, guys. So here we are dodging and nearly getting eaten by one of the 3-headed dogs. So my other tip to this particular chapter is getting used to the mechanics of the movement. So here's exactly how we moved and got around during these sequences. As you can see, we tried to have ACAP on the front line, wailing on them. He's doing a good job, okay? Me in the background with the archer shooting. We did have another archer as well doing the same thing I'm doing. So 2 archers seem to work great with 1 tank. Okay, so there he is. He's actually eaten me this time. That's the first time I've gone down. That's my other tip, would be to actually try to keep the amount of times you go down to a minimum. It does stress the team. They have to run into a difficult area to try and revive you. It can mean an instant wipe. It's happened to us a couple times where I go down or someone else goes down. We all run in to revive him. And because the archer, you know, solo trying to get someone up, it's a little bit slow, I'm not going to lie. So as you see, that's my 2nd time down against this boss here, and everyone's having to run over to get me up. So that's putting extra strain on them, but they've got me up really quick. And, I mean, with 2 archers around, you put an arrow in from a distance on the down victims as well of the dinosaur monster here, Gladius, we're calling him. And basically when they're laying down, like this guy here, I can shoot at him with arrows as long as I can lock on. With the 3 enemies around, it's becoming harder to lock on, which is where AK's character's great, because he's able to get in there and get him up. See, if we had three archers, it could put a little bit of a strain on the system. But that said, there's a lot of good characters in the game, guys. Don't hold my word to it. If you think you can get him done with any character, I'm sure I could too. I just did it with the archer this turn. This is why I thought I'd share it, because we did die a lot with all of our other characters. Actually, a lot of the characters, we honestly didn't even make it to this boss. The bosses before this can take us out a lot of the time. But, you know, we by the end, and a lot of practice, and when you get a lot of gems, I'll show you those at the end. So those are the other main tip I've got. So the 5th and final tip will be to make sure you put on gems that you collect from your previous adventures. So every time you even die in the world, you get gems at the end of each mission. put on the best ones for your character. So I've got on like physical strength and dexterity and that sort of thing on the archer as well. And my other, like, you know, not really tip, but obviously just try and pick up as many orange or legendary purple weapons, whatever you can get to help your character. So the better his weapons, the more damage you can do, obviously the better off we are. So we've got the boss down to the tiniest bit of health here, guys. We're getting pretty excited. Okay, we've still got not much health left in my flask. I'm down to 0, but I've still got my actual lantern that I bought from the shop here to activate if I need it. But as you can see, we're wailing on him. Okay, I've done a little dash, taken a sip, and turned around, and he's dead. Nightlord failed. Okay, so we've actually taken down Gladius. Okay, so that's how it's done, guys. If anyone was wondering, I hope this has helped you in some way. If it has, make sure to get over and like the video and subscribe it so you can inspire us to do more videos to help you in the future. Okay, at the moment, once you beat him, you basically get the final day completed. You don't actually wipe. You get some really nice gems as well for completing it. One of the main gems I got was probably that end one there, the one with the little circle and the green dot on it. It's the brand new one I got. So the other one was this next one here, when I scroll over to it eventually, the Grand Tranquil Stone. So these this is a specific one. Some of these 4 different classes. This one allows you to change compatible armament skill to Thunderbolt at the start of a mission and that sort of thing. So really good gems. So keep a lookout from this one here, Knight for the Beast. Okay, starting armament deals damage and that sort of thing. Fire damage it is actually, so that's sick as. So your starting weapon deals fire damage with that little blue circle. I think it gives that to each player that completes the first final boss. So that's the first Nightlord down, guys. Okay, we're pretty excited to get up live again, so we're gonna leave it there till next time.